I just took out the trash.
Well, hello everybody. Patty with Take Two with Paige and Patty. And I'm here alone tonight, but we are going to be talking about Sister Wives Season 18, Talkback Part 1. Now, this aired on December 22nd of 2023, and it's an episode where they're going to look at the first episode of the season and kind of give their opinions. So we already see what Mary thinks of it, which I thought was the funniest thing that I have heard her say. Let's go. Oh my, Robin and Kody just look so excited for this. All right, so they start off with a couple questions. Question for Kody was about his hair. All right, there are a million questions that I have that I would like to ask Kody, but none of them are about his hair. Why would they have him answer a question about his hair? That is just, I'm sorry, that was ridiculous. All the questions that TLC could have given him to answer, they have him answer a question about his hair. And then Janelle's question, too. Oh, if you could look back on your life, what's one thing you would tell your younger self? Really? These are not questions that fans have. These are questions that they made up to make it easy for them to answer. Because I'm sure that you have a lot of other questions for all of them. So they're also talking about the conversation that they had at the beginning of season 18 in regards to Thanksgiving and Janelle's kids renting the Airbnb and Kody getting upset because he wanted them to come to his house. And Janelle made a really good point. His house, that's his house with Robin. And he doesn't have any other houses with other wives. Now, this was before Janelle left and Mary left. What about their houses? And if you recall, in this season, Mary wanted to have everybody over to her house for a get-together, and Robin didn't feel it was safe. So Kody putting on this whole pretense that Janelle is keeping the boys away is just, in my opinion, a lie. We see a lot in this talkback special of Kody blaming. He blames Christine for the family breaking up. It's Christine's fault that the family broke up. It's Janelle's fault that his kids are estranged from him because of things that she's done. It's the wife's fault that he's not an engaged father because Christine moved him out of the house so he couldn't be an engaged father anymore. There's a lot of engaged fathers that do not live in the same home with the mother. So it's somebody else's fault. It's Christine's fault. It's Janelle's fault. He takes absolutely no responsibility for any of his actions or any of his problems. And I think this is going to wear on Robin after a while. I think she's had a buffer of the other sister wives, but now it's all going to fall on her. Okay, so there's also this whole thing about how Kody always says that he doesn't discuss the other wives with, the wives with each other. So he doesn't talk about Janelle or Christine or Mary with Robin and vice versa. But Janelle said, she doesn't really understand why he's so hurt over this divorce with Christine because he's been telling Janelle for years that things were bad with Christine. And, Robin said, I didn't know anything was wrong. Everybody knew something was wrong with Christine and Kody. They were having issues immediately I think they were having issues when Robin came into the family and truly was born. That's when it really started. And from the time they got to Las Vegas, they were having issues with counseling and all of that. But Janelle says that Kody has been telling her for years that he was having issues with Christine. And so he's lied about that too. All right, next they're talking about when Robin and Mary had the conversation on the porch in season 18, where Robin was like, was this real? Was this any of this really real? Or the things that I didn't know and all that? And Janelle's response to that is, this was real. We were family. We were engaged. We were trying to raise our children. We were trying to work as one unit. And, things weren't perfect, but things were good. We struggled. We had hard times. All of that. And, she's like, was I missing something? And, and Christine's like, we were honest with Robin. We were honest with her from the beginning. So it's really interesting that she goes to that. Well, maybe they were all, covering things up from me, and I didn't know about them. Well, if you tried at all to get to know these women, if you made any effort whatsoever to get to know Mary, Janelle, or Christine, then you would have known. But apparently, you didn't make any effort to learn anything about these women or their children. Interesting. I'm going to talk more about this. I'm going to do a short because I really want to highlight one thing that I have this hypothesis about the whole thing. So watch for that short video. So Kody is talking about, and again, the blame game, the demise of the family and Christine and what happened between him and Christine. He's going back to the building one house and how Christine did not want to share a house with everybody. She liked having her own space, and she didn't want to do one house concept. And so that's what he just lost interest in Christine because she didn't want to do the one house thing. And that's what caused the end of their relationship from Kody's perspective. So I think it was good that Janelle said that when Robin came into the family, there was a big shakeup. And that when they moved to Las Vegas, their family routines and their family time started to change, and Kody started spending more and more time at Robin's house. And all their traditions kind of started going away. And they specifically talked about their Friday night dinners, where the whole family would get together on Friday night and have dinner. And Robin and Kody's excuse for stopping the Friday night dinners was that the older kids were out doing other things. There were 16, 17 kids at that time. Because one or two of them weren't there, was no reason to stop that. They stopped it because Kody and Robin wanted to spend the time alone together with her kids. Kody made the decision to leave his family when he left Utah. He just brought him along with him. So, once again, Robin and Kody not taking responsibility for any actions, and now Kody's blaming the kids for them stopping their family traditions. Wow. And Janelle talks about a lot about how, what made her decide to leave at this point. And she said it was kids. She stayed for the kids. Kody was a good dad when they were young. And it was important for her to have the kids to have their father. But when the issue starting with the kids, there was no reason for her to stay around. She chose her kids over Kody, which just about anybody would do. Mary talked a little bit about how she's working on herself. She's moving on. She's working on improving herself and worrying about herself, which is good. I think that all three of these ex-wives, Christine, Janelle, and Mary, are moving toward a better place. And we can blame Kody and Robin for a lot of this, but we have to reflect on one thing. Mary, Janelle, and Christine all chose to enter into this polygamist marriage. Nobody forced them. Nobody coerced them. Maybe it was the way they were raised, and maybe it's what they believed. Christine says they were having trouble right away. They were having issues. She was having issues with Mary. She was having issues with Kody right from the beginning. Then why did she stay so long? TLC, the money, the check. And I really, truly believe that these women have been strung along by Kody, basically for the show. And they have all stayed together for the show. I think that it's good that they have all left now. And I think that's why we saw Janelle and Mary leave when Christine did. I think that they all were ready to go. But Christine made the first move and she said, I got myself in a situation, I'm out of here. And she left and she did okay. She had her social media and she had fans and she was doing fine. And the others said, oh, I can leave and still be okay. So I'm glad that they were able to do that. I don't think Kody and Robin have that option because I don't think they're going to be able to make a living doing anything else. So we'll see. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of the specific things in this season, in this episode, and just keep watching to see what's going on. Thank you all for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to start doing more just shorter videos on specific subjects along with the rewatches of the seasons. We're going to go back to season 3 where we left off before everything got crazy with season 18. And we're going to continue to watch all of those throughout the winter and spring and summer before the next season comes out. And we're going to be doing some more videos on current events. So thank you and have a great day.